It's so easy, I think, to get sucked in to stuff and just go through life just doing things out of habit, whether it be eating habits, whether it be ways of doing stuff. You know, first thing comes to mind is smoking, and I always think of smoking because I used to smoke. For the past month, I've been busking before the gig, and I've told myself it's because I wanted to warm myself up and get into my confidence mode. And it does work. And I caught myself today when I was busking, and I just set the stuff up, and I just stepped into the role, and I didn't really have to warm up. I just did it, you know, so I think I've developed a habit of thinking that I need to do that. I need to do the busking before the gig. I don't really, because if I just stepped into the role when I was busking, I would just step into the role at this gig, at the Old People's Home gigs, or any gig really. So it's interesting just how fast habits can form. So you do something a couple of times and then it becomes a habit, and then you go, okay, then that becomes just an accepted norm. So that's interesting when you apply it to other things in life and other things that we do, not consciously, you know, that we just, maybe we've started to do, and so we just do them and we don't think about it and they become habits. It's so easy, I think, to get sucked in to stuff and just go through life just doing things out of habit, whether it be eating habits, whether it be ways of doing stuff. You know, first thing comes to mind is smoking, and I always think of smoking because I used to smoke, and I used to enjoy smoking really. Looking back, I'm like, I don't know how I could have, but I did when I did. I did enjoy it when I did, and I'd quit every now and again. I've not smoked now for over 10 years. So this body that I have at the moment has never smoked, because everything gets renewed every 7 years. So I've never smoked. In that way of looking at it, although I guess cells do have memory. But that was a habit, you know, just a habit. And after the first day, I was like, I'm going to start smoking. So the first day I was like, I didn't know what to do with my hands, and I thought, oh, you know, I'm going to carry on. And I got so used to it, you know. But then after a few days, it became less, and then I don't even think about it now. I can't even imagine doing it now. So it's interesting, habits and the hold that habits can have over us. I think they just creep up on us when we're not expecting them. They're just wanting to form as habits all the time. And maybe they have their own life force. Maybe they don't want to die. Maybe they want to stay. Maybe it's the same as all different aspects of life, where everything's part of life and everything wants to carry on living. Maybe the habits want to carry on living.